Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. So actually this video should happen from a long time. This video is DPS for the musician. Normally I when any character come new to the game, so I make overview and the DPS and the PvP. Because of the PvP scenes now is not doing that much, so I didn't make the PvP one, but I will try to make it later. And because of some bugs happened on the game, so actually I couldn't edit soul boost at the moment, so I can get the missed item. So actually I had to wait a lot, maybe for 3 weeks at least. And actually because after this 3 weeks I began to forget, so I didn't make anything. Also away from this, there is something also because of the speech for the musician. Away from just she don't want to stand a bit, maybe my lady. Okay, so we can talk, at least show some respect to the others who watching you at the moment. And also because the first split is not like the second split on the DPS. Normally when I make these videos I go for first split and second split, and if there is a third split for sure I will make all the 3 of them DPS against each other and I will begin to talk. But actually this one second split for musician is not something for DPS, but actually it's for a buff for your party, so things can go differently. So that made me think a lot when I see this, how to make a video for this. So actually I reached this idea that you will see on this video. So don't forget to subscribe, like the video, let's begin this. So away from the starter, don't stand, it's just always making the music and everything like this. So actually we will have to make here just to focus a bit and making some damage for us. So first let's begin to talk about the rotation for your character and how you do DPS with this character. So let's go for trained dummy first and we'll begin everything. Okay, so here we are. So actually if I will cancel this simple mode, this character is dependent on left click and also depending on some stances she will go for on my tab and also on my Q, so I can do my DPS. So normally my left click is the max DPS, or normally the normal important item for me, or important skill for me, so I can do my DPS. Also right click, you have to use it when it comes. So if you use simple mode you will do both of them with no problem, and you don't have to bother yourself about how it will happen, because it will go always like this. When you find your right click it will happen automatically and you will be fine like this. Let's put the simple mode first and we will begin to talk about our rotation. So first you will have to use this V because it's important for you. It gives you 20% attack power while this shield is active, and that's also increasing your damage dealt by 15% while this shield is active. So first you have to open this. You don't need to use it more than once on your fighting with the same boss, so you just use it on every boss. When you are about to fight, use your shield and begin to do everything. Also this tab, it can make you going for another stance. It gives you other skills like this 4, it's super important with your right click, so you will spam this and it will be good always when you use it. For your ZAT, this one just 10% damage dealt also every 4 seconds during the uplift. Uplift is your ZAT for sure, it's called uplift. So it's actually telling you that as you are using this skill, so every 4 seconds you will do 10% damage delayed. So that's your buffs. So normally you will have to go for all of these buffs so you can do your first burst. Also your C, super important skill, doing so heavy damage as you can see. So this one is super important also when it comes especially. So every time you get it you have to use it, and also it can make you use your mystic badge, but I will talk about the items later. So let's begin to talk about this important points first. Okay, so after you go for this stance for sure, and this stance is end after you do every attack on this, so you will find yourself have a Q here. It will be, I just wait for the time, so you find this Q. After you did this Q you will press it. If the boss stands you will begin to right click like this, and this one will do so heavy damage. After that's happened you will find this stance, but actually you don't have to use it because you have this passive. As you can see, every time you press your 4 like this, so you can get this raids until this raids is going down, and after this raids is going down use your tab. So you'll go for this stance for sure, use whatever you will do like right clicks like this, and after you finish this, so you'll have more threads, you will begin to use them. And after you finish this, maybe it will be almost the time for your tab to come, so you will do any normal rotation with your right click and left click until you find your tab and start over again. Okay, that's the basics you need to understand. Now let's go for the real rotation. So I will press V, then I will press tab. I can wait a bit on my tab, then press my Z, then C, and begin right click with 4. So simple mode will do this for me, will do the left clicks and the right click when it come, and the 4 for me if I will do without simple mode. So for sure I will go for left clicks, right clicks, and 4 when I did my 4. For sure 4 is super important damage for myself. After this we will see. Okay, so talisman, use my V, use my tab, Z, C, and begin my rotation like this. For sure it have heavy damage. My talisman I can make it a bit later for sure, also it can do better for me. As my target is standing like this, so I'll press Q and begin to RMB like this. It's doing so heavy damage as well. And after I do this, I begin to use my right clicks with threads for sure. My C always when I did it like this, 4, 4, 4. I finish this, begin to use my tab and begin to do my rotation with my 4 again. And I will do heavy damage with this. My C is come. Now I finish my threads like this, like this, and until I did my skills again. For sure my right click and left click, or always left clicks to right click, and until I did my tab, and I can go for my rotation again as well with my tab and Z, and everything will be fine like this. Tab and Z again, doing is use my talisman and begin to do my things. See, every time it come I will have to use it, and for sure after this finish we'll back to my normal rotation with TU or tab. Okay, something also, if the boss is moving, there's a lot of bosses moving, so you can't use maybe your TU because the boss is not standing, so you will go for the threads part, then use your tab and go for your 4 if you find the boss begin to stand again, or you can, as example, the boss is jumped here then back to its own place and you know the boss will not move for some time, you can use your TU and begin to do your damage. So that's maybe the most point you have to care about this. Okay, so that's how for going for your rotation here. If I will go for second spec away from, I can't test this here, but I will show you how it will go for them anyway. Second spec not made for doing the DPS, it's made more for doing a high buff for your party, and actually that's the highest buff on the game. It's not just for your party, but actually that's the highest part for your game. So normally also you have a right click and a lot of left clicks, you will just use them. Simple mode actually doing the work for you, and also it's about using your Z here because this one is like the other one, increase damage also delayed by 5% for 4 seconds when you use this skill uplift. Okay, so it's almost not that different from second spec, but on your tab everything is a change here because this one just for your buffs. Okay, so I want to use this one, that's my real buff, and these 3 actually helping on my buff. So your C as example giving attack power by 10%, that's the most important one. So actually I want to make uninstall for this one, so you can use your Z and do both of them. So I will go for my C as example, use my 4 to decrease the cooldown for my Z. So let's do it again, C and 4, and use my Z. It will take 2.5 seconds. That's the buff I can get. Can use my right clicks away from it, will not do anything for me. If I go for my tab like this, and I can do my damage for sure with my Z and begin to do my damage, and everything will be fine. But actually as you see, it's not doing any high damage, it's actually just going for make this to make this yellows until you did the 3 of them. You will find yourself have this V. This V is the highest skill on damage on your character, so you will do it and just this. So stage this, begin to attack a bit, to start at first one, second one, third one, and you will have your V, so you will use your V to do damage. Away from this, you will have to go back for here and install second one, so I press Z and H and Z as example, that will take 5 seconds because I don't have my 4. This one made it to 2 seconds. You can right click here, or you can back to your stance for sure and do things like this. So for sure, if I will say I will try to make DPS for both of them, that will never happen. That's why I will do this. I have to put something else can compare to my character for sure for my first spit, because I will test first spit. I will not touch second spit like this, and I will have to get a character can talk with this one, and for sure because I don't have any character having the same gears, so I will test it with a character having a high gear, and let's see how it will perform with this. So first, let me show you my items here so you can understand the difference when I show you the other character. So here I have this amulet for my weapon, just the normal one, giving just 1 plus for my skill, for my Sonata, my 4. Shadow Fury stage 9, no enhance on this. My here for Star Cross ring, no stage on this. My Star Cross have plus 5. Here Sust, Tri-Stellar necklace, also here is Tri-Stellar bracelet, also here belt for Tri-Stellar gloves, just normal Thorn Breaker misted badge, there is 2 above this for sure, and also here Paragon soul badge, don't have the better one. Here just a true bright well, just have true champion heart here, and also here Starborn Pit Aura stage 3, not something high, true Morning Star talisman, and for my soul shield that's a Shadow Fury but full Shadow Fury soul shield, what we got. And for my gems, normal gems from Star Cross, there is no also CITES on any of these items. So if I will look to my stats, it's like this, just 12k on my mystic, just for 14k on my critical, and for my critical damage also 14k, almost round for 15k, but not that big sense anyway. For my attack power just 28, and for my boss attack power just 30 or 3k.5 boss attack power, not something high, percent not that high, also accuracy not that high, but it will make no difference on training dynamic anyway, and that's how it go. Also I am just level 17 on this character, so that's how this character. If I look to Splendor Stones so you can understand, does the set effect to 2k, so giving me these buffs just for 400% from my attack power is a bit send, just 150 boss attack power and misted for 25 misted, that's the best thing I have here for sure. Just some yellows, not even full yellows on this, and also no awakens on this. And also for my compound, I know some asking me about everything. The stats I have just for critical damage and misted just 312. Sadly I didn't go for anything higher. So for sure you don't see a big character, just normal items, even just Star Cross, just 2 items, no Oculus items, and for these items not even max on the soul boost. So normally character like this not doing that heavy damage, normally can do maybe 30 million at max, maybe I am talking about something higher than normal if I will talk about normal characters, but we will see this character. But what we have in compare with this, so remember this items well, let me go for the other character, and that's my Force Master. So what we have here, there's a bit different between these characters for sure. So if I look to my items, there is here a Star Cross ring, that's a +6, not normal one like the other one. Oculus ear ring, that's +6, the other one was also just +5, so there's a bit different. Size Stealer, okay, both of them is not that bit different. Bracelet here also that not bit different. Here there is a Star Cross belt, here there is a Star Cross gloves, and here pretty simple misted badge, so that's higher than the other one. Here also higher soul badge as well, and here there is a manifest soul, that's a bit different. That's a bit different. And also if you check this video that I made for manifest soul for my Force Master, so you'll find there is a bit one, I will put it also on the description so you can see this one. So there's a bit different on both of these souls by far for the damage, maybe more than 50% on the damage actually. Here there is a true champion heart, other one wasn't true champion, and here unleash the Starborn, and here true Morning Star like the other one. But actually there is a bit different between both of them because the cities. Here I have so high cities, and here I have cities also. Here I have cities, here I have cities. On this item I don't have, and here I have cities. I think I have cities for critical damage and attack power. Here I have also some cities but not strong one. Here I don't. Here I have high cities because that's the highest built at the moment, so I have to put cities on it. Gloves I don't have, and here for Mystage and Soul Badge there is nothing, I have put it there. And for my Soul Shield, for sure there is a bit different. There is here a Buharan Soul Shield for 5 from them and other 3 from Shadow Fury. For sure Buharan, the normal one, is a bit better, but if you have pieces like this one have Mystage, this one have Mystage, so that's a good advantage also here. And here I have nothing, here I have nothing, here I don't have also any Mystage or anything, and also here I don't have any Mystage, so just one can make some difference. For 700 Mystage it can do a lot for sure. Before I look to my states, let me show you here. So here I have set fit with 3k.3, that's a big one, big difference between both of them. Here everything is awaiting, here almost everything, or almost not almost everything is awaiting. Also my blues, just 2 of them is awaiting. That's what make this set fit for sure. I have the 400 from the attack power like the other one, but actually I have 25 attack power. I have both attack power also increased by 50 from the other character. There is 3k on, or 300 on my mystic and 300 on my critical damage. There was just on my mystic there was some stats, not really remember, it was maybe 150 for my mystic, so the difference is a lot bigger for sure at this. And also for my compound here is a bit better. My mystic here is 1k.1 and my critical damage is 594. There was just 300 on both of them, so the difference is a bit big. If I look to my states, so for sure this one is a bit different on damage. My state is here in 18k, there was about I said 12, and for my critical damage here is 23, and the other character was just 14k critical damage, so there is a bit difference between both of them. And for my critical chance, actually it's bad on the starter, sadly didn't get a good chances on my soul shield, and the other one was 14, so maybe that's the only advantage my musician had. Okay, here I had to do the spits, there I have just one spit. I will use on training the dummy just using my ice, because ice is doing better on training the dummy. Fire can do sometimes better on dungeons, especially when you want to make high burst first. So the first buff or the first burst is doing well on my fire. So also away from the test on the training dummy, I will make you a test also on something on dungeons or anything like this, so you can see the difference. So let's begin and see how much they do. So actually I have to put both of them next to each other, so I have to put this DPS here on between so I can record this well when I spread the screen. And I will go for DPS until I meet this one going for the first 6 billion. I will finish the first 6 billion on both of them and we will see which one will do this earlier. Normally it will be my Force Master because of the difference of the items is actually huge between both of them on items and states and everything, but we will see, maybe Musician can perform well and we will see how much it will perform with the difference of these gears. So let's begin and see this now.
fly around them like choppers, choppers. Better cook those risks, cool one of my fists, we fire starters, starters. One out of a million will reach those heights. Always had a feeling that I won't deny that work. Never could toss, look in my eyes, I'm on the rise, rise.
So as you saw, almost the same on DPS, 49.7 for Force Master, 49.4 for Musician, and actually after I tested every one of them 5 tries and I took the best one from each of them. So actually I can say this character have super huge DPS in compared to any other characters. Force Master is not actually low on DPS, it's actually good character on DPS, but with this big difference on the items to find Musician doing almost the same. So it's kinda stupid, I can say. It's overpowered character for sure. If I will say I have some or small change, like if I say as example I have just Sighty on this range, maybe I can reach the same DPS for the Force Master. So actually that's super huge damage between both of them. For sure, don't remember this, that this video is actually before the next patch by like 5 days. So not sure if next patch they will nerf Musician or not, because I heard before that they will nerf the Musician and make it more not dieable, like it's actually dying a lot. So actually have so much DPS on this Musician, but you can die so easy because it have no health regen on any of the skills, unlike any other character. Just you have to press 1 and 4 if you want to heal yourself. Away from this, almost you will not take any heals, just maybe what you can get normally. So anyway, let's make a test for easy mode for Nail for sure on Shrouded Ejunara and see what will happen. Okay, so let's see how it will go. Okay, my buffs is ready, let's do it. Not that high burst by the way. Let's see. Okay, can perform behind him like this. Okay, so 48. I think that's the best number I can get here, because normally my DPS is doing something like this on training dummy. Okay, so I will go now for Force Master and I will check fire or ice. I will see the best one to do the job and we will see, and that's the one you will see it on the video. So let's go for Force Master now. And now Force Master, so I go in for ice. Let's see how it will go. Okay, so 51. Well, from the first try, Force Master actually did better than Musician here because of the burst. Force Master have a higher burst with my items and reach sometimes 1,040,000 actually, but for Musician, max number I got about 100 million something on this average, and maybe a bit higher. So actually, when it comes to burst, so maybe it will be a bit lower than Musician, or sorry, of my Force Master, with a difference for sure between our gears. If Musician have the same gears as Force Master, maybe can do higher burst than this and higher burst than Force Master for sure. So actually in the end I can say Musician have super high DPS in compare to maybe all the characters in the game, but it have a bad point, and maybe you saw this on Nail, and that's the HP regeneration is so bad. They almost don't HP regeneration because the normal attacks not doing any recovery, but actually the recovery comes from your items that have recovery or life drain or anything like this, like gems. So that's the bad point about Musician. So anyway, until maybe later I can test these two characters or any other characters on dungeons, so maybe you will see this on the overview videos that I will make first. Not overview, but actually will be first character talking, because some players actually like confused about which character I have to start with or anything like this. So I will make you a first video about this, so it can make you choose the best for you more than the best in the game or anything like this. So anyway, thank you for watching guys, hope you like the video. Don't forget to like and share this video if you like it, and also don't forget to subscribe, because this can help me so I can go more for YouTube, because actually Sometimes when I see my subscription is actually a bit low, that will make me maybe feel I don't want to make any other videos and GG for me and no more YouTube or anything like this. So try to support me, that can help me for sure, and for you it's just a press of a button. And thank you for watching guys, see ya in the video, bye bye.